In this video, I'm going to give 5 tips about how to become sub-10 and potentially help you break your records. First thing I want to talk about here is algorithms, since these are like the #1 thing that you need to know in everything for cubing. If you don't know any algorithms, you're basically not going to be able to do anything. So the most important one is probably the 4 moves, and this can be done really quickly, and it should be practiced a lot. But then there's other algorithms in different algorithm sets, such as PLL, OLL, and ZBLL. And in all of these, you should be good at the algorithms that you are using. For the ZBLL, I don't just turn slowly and do it. I don't really think. It's because I've memorized this algorithm with muscle memory, so I can just do it fast. And once you're able to do that, your solves will definitely improve. And next thing I need to talk about here is definitely your finger tricks. You can't go around turning your cube anyway, such as wrist moves. This is how most beginners turn their cube, especially if you own a Rubik's brand. You need to be able to do fast finger tricks. Instead of using your entire wrist, you need to be able to optimize by using one finger. So I don't have to do an entire wrist turn for a U move. I can just use my finger and push. And I can do reverse as well, and same for my other hand. So once you're good at this, it's going to help you a lot in the future and benefit your solves. It helps with D moves as well, which are probably the hardest ones, and B moves, which I have struggles with still, but it's not too bad. And F moves definitely have their issues that you have to work with. Next thing I would like to talk about is the types of finger tricks that you're using. Now, you want to use best finger tricks that you can, since you don't want to have like slow turning and also a lot of lockups, which will happen if you don't have good finger tricks. For JB perm, which is this alg, I used to stick with this finger trick for a while where I'd regrip, which adds a bit of time. Then I use my finger, my pointer finger, for 3 of the moves. And that's really bad for my hand, and it causes a lot of lockups at one point. So I just ended up switching to a pinch finger trick, which is you pinch the corner, and you use your hand to finish most of the moves. And that's a lot more efficient instead of doing that. So I use that finger trick a lot more now, and it's probably going to benefit if you use that for some of your solves. Next thing I want to talk about is turn speed. Turn speed matters a lot in your solves, and will definitely help you out. So instead of turning like this, which is really slow, you're probably going to do this in like 8 seconds to finish a 6 sequence of 4 moves, compared to this. So you definitely want to have fast turning, that way you can increase your move count and still be able to solve fast. And if you have a low move count, then you'll also be able to turn fast and have a really good time. And that's technically the key to get sub-10. So definitely move on from a different method that uses less moves. And CFOP, although it has more moves than Root and ZZ, it's still better since it has a lot of ergonomical reasons for being better. Last thing I'd like to talk about is definitely the cube you're using. You can't be going around using a Rubik's brand, and it's like not a great idea to have a cube that's really bad, since it's going to affect your finger tricks, and most people won't be able to do D moves, R moves properly. U moves are going to be impossible. So definitely have a good cube. The one I recommend is RS3MV5. This is the ball core UV version. I'll make sure to link it down below. And this is a really good cube for beginners and intermediate solvers. Even professionals use it. So yeah, that's pretty much the 5 tips I want to give for today. These are a few tips I want to give for today, and hopefully this will benefit you in your future solving. Good luck, and see you next time.